I'm Ivan Alexander, a master's level behavior clinician, and this is King Junkie Talks. Today's topic of discussion is functional communication. Most people think communication is just talking, but it's not. According to behavior psychology, communication is behavior that sends a message through words, writing, gestures, and other forms, and it affects how other people respond. And long before people learn how to explain what they need, they learn which behaviors help them get what they want. So let's talk about what behavior is really communicating. Because if you're a guy, chances are you've said I'm good while your entire nervous system is on fire and somehow expected everyone around you to figure it out. We do this all the time. A lot of young men think communication means explaining themselves perfectly, but behavioral psychology teaches something different. Behavior is communication all the time. The question isn't whether you're communicating. The question is, what message are you communicating with your behavior? Let's start with a simple example. A child wants attention. Instead of saying, "Hey mommy, I want attention," he throws a toy across the room and wait for it. Guess what? It works. Mom immediately stops what she's doing and gives him attention, and just like that, his needs are met. Good attention or bad attention, it doesn't matter. The behavior is reinforced. Now I know what you're thinking. This only happens with children, but wait. Adults do the same thing. We're just bigger and somehow worse at it. This happens all the time. A guy likes a girl. Instead of telling her, "Hey ma, I really like you. I'm a king and I really want to make you my queen," he watches every Instagram story for 6 months and calls it strategy.
This is a King Junkie production.
Before we dive in, hit subscribe. You'll learn how to level up and live like the top 1%. Hey, you're back. Good. Now I know you're serious. Where was I? Oh yeah, being a stalker. You watch her IG story for 6 months and call it strategy. When you finally gain the courage to talk to her, she ignores you or tells you she has a boyfriend. Now let's do another example. A guy feels lonely, and instead of calling his friends, he spends $300 on supplements and convinces himself he's working on self-improvement. A guy gets rejected, and instead of saying, "That really hurt, what can I do differently so next time I can get a different outcome?" he disappears into a gym for 6 months and develops a personality based entirely around deadlifts.
This is a King Junkie production.
Different behaviors, same communication. The behavior may look different, but the function is the same. Another guy feels overwhelmed. Instead of saying, "I need help," he says, "I'm fine." Then he starts answering every text with one-word responses. Again, remember, behavior is communication. In behavioral psychology, we don't start off by saying what's wrong with this person. We ask, what is the behavior trying to communicate? Because every behavior serves a function. Maybe they're trying to escape something. Maybe they're looking for attention. Maybe they're trying to gain access to something. Maybe they're seeking stimulation. But whatever the reason is, the behavior is serving a purpose. And this is where most people make a mistake. They try to stop the behavior without understanding the function first. Imagine your check engine light comes on, and instead of fixing the problem, you just put duct tape over the light. Congratulations, the light is gone. The engine is still falling apart though. That's how a lot of people approach behavior. The behavior wasn't the problem. It was the signal. This is why behavior analysts focus on something called, wait for it, functional communication. And functional communication is simple. Instead of teaching someone what not to do, you teach them what to do instead. Instead of yelling, you teach them how to ask. Instead of shutting down, you teach them how to express. Instead of exploding, you teach them how to communicate their needs. Same function, better behavior.
This is a King Junkie production.
Action!
The need didn't change, the skill did. Let's be honest, most young men were never taught this. We were taught how to hide things, how to suppress things, how to man up, which usually translates into Good luck figuring that out all by yourself. So what happens? Loneliness becomes isolation. Stress becomes anger. Fear becomes avoidance. And disappointment becomes sarcasm. Because if we're honest, many times, sarcasm is just sadness wearing sunglasses.
This is a King Junkie production.
I win.
The problem is, the people around us can't respond to the needs we never communicate. Nobody can help solve a problem they don't know exists. And eventually, the brain adapts. The longer someone communicates through behavior instead of words, the harder direct communication becomes. The behavior gets stronger. The conversations get weaker. The assumptions get bigger. The misunderstandings become more frequent. And people slowly start to feel disconnected from the people they care about most. And this is why most relationships fail. Not because people stop caring, but because they never learn to communicate what they need. One person wants reassurance. The other person sees neediness. One person wants space. The other person sees rejection. One person wants connection. The other person sees criticism. One person wants attention. The other person suddenly becomes very interested in their phone.
This is a King Junkie production.
The need never gets communicated, only the behavior does. So people start communicating through distance, through anger, through avoidance, through silence, through sarcasm.
This is a King Junkie production.
And eventually people stop responding to the need because all they see is the behavior. Most relationship problems are communication problems, disguised as personality problems. The person isn't difficult, the communication is. The strongest relationships aren't built on perfect communication. They're built on accurate communication. Being able to say, I'm overwhelmed, I'm hurt, I need help, I need space, I need attention, I need connection. That takes courage. And that's functional communication. So here's a challenge. The next time you notice a behavior in yourself, don't immediately judge it. Analyze it first. Ask yourself, what is this behavior trying to communicate? Am I escaping something? Am I looking for attention? Am I trying to gain access to something? Or is my body seeking or avoiding sensory input? Because once you understand the function, you understand yourself. And once you understand yourself, you can communicate intentionally instead of reacting automatically. And read people's minds so that you can manipulate them better. Because the moment you stop asking, what's wrong with me? And start asking, what is my behavior trying to communicate? Everything changes. You stop fighting yourself. You stop judging other people so quickly. You become self-aware, more intentional, more human. Because the behavior was never the message. It was a messenger. This has been King Junkie Talks. Let me know what you ladies and gentlemen think.
I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time. Except, once my pants are on, I make gold records.
This is a King Junkie production.
I make gold records.
I make gold records and win gold statues. I ain't flexing though, I just keep it real.
This is a King Junkie production.
Shout out to the unbelievers and the non-believers. They're one and the same. If you don't believe in me, stay out the way, or you can catch this fade. Disco light shine while the fine print shows. New deal gets signed while the ink dries slow. Young star in the making, and I got the whole room dancing while the spotlight glows. Gold record spinning like a roulette wheel, and nobody even cares, cause it's all for a show.
If you're not subscribed to King Junkie View, you probably won't see us again.